Hello, and welcome to my channel. Relax, and get ready to listen to today's story.
Now I'm going to tell you an amazing story about an ancient tree that legends say has magical powers. The village of Greenhaven lay nestled at the edge of an ancient forest, its quaint cottages adorned with vibrant flowers and surrounded by lush greenery. The villagers lived in harmony with nature, their lives intertwined with the rhythms of the forest. It was a place of peace and tranquility, where the whispers of the trees echoed through the air. In the heart of the village lived Ethan Blackwood, a young botanist whose curiosity and love for nature were unmatched. With his tousled brown hair and sparkling green eyes, he possessed an air of enchantment that drew people to him. From a young age, Ethan had been captivated by the beauty and mysteries of the natural world, spending countless hours exploring the woods that bordered the village. As he grew older, Ethan's fascination with nature only deepened. He would spend hours studying the intricate patterns of leaves, marveling at the delicate petals of flowers, and listening to the gentle rustling of leaves in the wind. But it was the ancient forest that held a special place in his heart. The whispered tales of a legendary wisdom tree had reached Ethan's ears since childhood. It was said that this tree possessed an ancient knowledge, accumulated over centuries, and had the power to grant wisdom to those who sought it. The villagers spoke in hushed tones about the tree's mystical powers and the profound insights it could bestow upon those who were worthy. Ethan longed to find this wisdom tree and unlock its secrets. He yearned for a deeper understanding of the world around him, a connection with nature that went beyond what he could learn from books or observation alone. And so, one fateful morning, he made up his mind to embark on a quest into the whispering forest. One day, as Ethan was tending to his garden, he noticed an elderly villager named Agnes sitting on a bench nearby. Agnes was known for her wisdom and her love for storytelling. Intrigued, Ethan approached her and asked if she knew anything about the legendary wisdom tree. Agnes smiled warmly, her eyes twinkling with knowledge. "Ah, young Ethan," she said, her voice filled with a hint of mystery. "The wisdom tree is no mere legend. It exists, hidden deep within the heart of the whispering forest." Ethan's eyes widened with excitement. "Tell me more, Agnes," he urged, his voice barely containing his enthusiasm. Agnes leaned closer, her voice barely above a whisper. "They say that the wisdom tree holds the secrets of the universe," she said, her words carrying a weight of reverence. "It has witnessed the rise and fall of civilizations, and its branches have cradled the dreams and aspirations of countless seekers of knowledge." Ethan's heart raced with anticipation. He had always yearned for a deeper understanding of the world around him, and the idea of gaining wisdom from such an ancient being filled him with awe. "Where can I find this wisdom tree?" Ethan asked eagerly. Agnes smiled knowingly. "The path to the wisdom tree is not an easy one, my dear," she warned. "It requires patience, perseverance, and a deep connection with nature. But if you are truly determined, the forest will guide you." Ethan nodded, his mind already filled with thoughts of the journey ahead. He thanked Agnes for her guidance and bid her farewell, his heart filled with excitement and a sense of purpose. Determined to find the wisdom tree, Ethan embarked on a quest into the enchanted forest. The forest welcomed him with open arms, its ancient trees reaching towards the sky as if beckoning him deeper into their embrace. Guided by subtle signs and whispers from nature, Ethan ventured further into the heart of the forest. The air was thick with anticipation, and every step he took seemed to bring him closer to his goal. He could feel the forest's energy pulsating around him, as if it were alive and conspiring to guide him on his journey. As he walked, Ethan encountered the first of many challenges that tested his determination. A treacherous ravine blocked his path, its depths shrouded in darkness. But Ethan was undeterred. With a steady gaze and a leap of faith, he crossed the ravine, his heart filled with a sense of purpose. Deeper into the forest, Ethan stumbled upon a wise old owl perched on a branch, its piercing eyes filled with ancient wisdom. The owl turned its head towards him, its gaze unwavering. "Who seeks the wisdom tree?" the owl asked, its voice echoing through the silent forest. Ethan's voice trembled with excitement as he replied, "I am Ethan, a seeker of knowledge and wisdom. I wish to find the wisdom tree and learn from its ancient wisdom." The owl nodded sagely, its feathers rustling in the wind. "To find the wisdom tree, you must first learn to listen," it said cryptically. "Listen to the whispers of the wind, the songs of the birds, and the murmurs of the leaves. They will guide you on your path." Ethan thanked the owl for its guidance and continued his journey, pondering over its words. He realized that he needed to attune his senses to the subtle messages hidden within nature if he were to find the wisdom tree. As Ethan delved deeper into the forest, he began to notice hidden symbols and markings on trees. Intricate patterns etched into the bark, delicate engravings that seemed to tell a story. He realized that these were clues left by those who had sought the wisdom tree before him. With a keen eye and a mind sharpened by curiosity, Ethan deciphered the meaning behind these symbols. They pointed him in a specific direction, guiding him along a path that only those with a deep connection to nature could perceive. Each step brought him closer to his goal, and with every symbol he discovered, Ethan felt a sense of purpose and anticipation grow within him. He knew that he was on the right path, following in the footsteps of those who had come before him. Deep in the heart of the forest, Ethan stumbled upon a secluded cottage nestled amidst a grove of ancient trees. Smoke curled from its chimney, and the sound of soft humming filled the air. Curiosity piqued, Ethan approached the cottage cautiously. As he drew closer, the door creaked open, revealing a figure standing in the doorway. It was a reclusive hermit, his face weathered by time and wisdom. His eyes held a glimmer of recognition as he looked at Ethan. "You seek the wisdom tree, young one," the hermit said, his voice filled with a mixture of curiosity and caution. Ethan nodded, his voice filled with determination. "Yes, I do. I have followed the signs and symbols, but I still seek guidance." The hermit smiled, beckoning Ethan inside. The cottage was filled with an assortment of books, herbs, and artifacts collected over a lifetime of seeking knowledge. "Sit," the hermit said, gesturing towards a worn-out chair. "I have something that might aid you on your quest." He handed Ethan a fragment of an ancient map, its edges faded with time. "This map," the hermit explained, "holds a clue to the wisdom tree's whereabouts. But be warned, young one, the path ahead is not an easy one." Ethan listened intently to the hermit's stories and advice, grateful for the valuable information. With renewed determination, he bid farewell to the hermit and continued his journey, clutching the fragment of the map tightly in his hand. As Ethan ventured deeper into the forest, he encountered trials that tested his knowledge, intuition, and understanding of nature. Each challenge was designed to push him to his limits, to make him question his beliefs and expand his understanding of the world. In one trial, Ethan was faced with a puzzle of intertwined branches that seemed impossible to unravel. But he remembered the words of the wise owl and listened to the whispers of the forest. The answer came to him in a moment of clarity, and with a gentle touch, the branches unraveled, revealing the next step on his journey. In another trial, Ethan was presented with a riddle that required him to think beyond logic and tap into his intuition. He closed his eyes and let the forest guide him, allowing the answers to flow from within. With a smile of triumph, he solved the riddle and moved forward, his confidence growing with each challenge overcome. Through perseverance and his growing connection with nature, Ethan overcame each trial, gaining deeper insights along the way. He realized that wisdom was not just about acquiring knowledge, but also about embracing the interconnectedness of all living things and living in harmony with nature. As evening fell, Ethan found himself in a moonlit grove, its ethereal glow casting a serene ambience. He sat beneath a towering oak tree, its branches reaching towards the sky like ancient guardians. The soft rustling of leaves and the distant hoot of an owl filled the air. In the stillness of the night, Ethan reflected on his journey and the profound changes it had brought to his life. He realized that the quest for wisdom was not just an external journey, but an internal one as well. It was about uncovering the depths of his own being and understanding his place in the grand tapestry of existence. He contemplated the interconnectedness of all living things, how every tree, every flower, and every creature played a vital role in the delicate balance of nature. He understood that true wisdom lay not only in knowledge, but in living in harmony with the world around him. As he sat there, surrounded by the whispering forest, Ethan felt a deep sense of gratitude and reverence. He knew that he had been forever changed by his encounters and experiences, and he was ready to embrace whatever awaited him at the wisdom tree. After overcoming the final obstacle, Ethan finally reached a clearing bathed in golden sunlight. Standing tall and majestic at its center was the wisdom tree, its branches reaching towards the heavens as if yearning to touch the stars. Its leaves shimmered with an otherworldly glow, and a sense of ancient power emanated from its very core. Ethan approached the tree with reverence, his heart pounding with anticipation. He felt a surge of energy as he stood before it, as if the tree itself recognized him as a seeker of wisdom. "Great wisdom tree," Ethan spoke softly, his voice filled with awe. "I have journeyed far to seek your guidance. I am ready to receive your wisdom." The tree seemed to sway gently in response, its leaves rustling like a symphony of whispers. A voice echoed through Ethan's mind, deep and resonant, yet filled with a gentle kindness. "Ask, and you shall receive," the voice whispered. "For those who seek wisdom with an open heart shall find it." Ethan engaged in a deep conversation with the wisdom tree, asking questions and seeking guidance. The tree's voice flowed through his mind, sharing profound insights about nature, life, and the interconnectedness of all things. The tree spoke of the cycles of life and death, of how every living being played a vital role in the web of existence. It spoke of the importance of balance and harmony, and how true wisdom lay not in knowledge alone, but in embracing the beauty and complexity of the natural world. Ethan listened attentively, absorbing the wisdom that flowed from the ancient being before him. He asked questions about his own life, seeking guidance on his path and how he could use his newfound wisdom to make a difference in the world. With each answer, Ethan felt a profound shift within himself. He realized that wisdom was not something to be possessed, but something to be lived. It was a way of seeing the world, of understanding the interconnectedness of all things, and of living in harmony with nature. With a heart filled with gratitude and a mind brimming with newfound wisdom, Ethan bid farewell to the wisdom tree and began his journey back to Greenhaven. The forest seemed to whisper its blessings as he walked, as if rejoicing in his transformation. Along the way, Ethan encountered fellow villagers who had embarked on their own quests for wisdom. They gathered around him, eager to hear his stories and insights. Ethan shared his experiences, his encounters with the wise owl, the reclusive hermit, and the trials he had faced. His words inspired others to reconnect with nature and seek their own paths of wisdom. The village of Greenhaven underwent a transformation, embracing the wisdom of the forest and living in harmony with nature. The villagers began to see the world through new eyes, finding beauty and wonder in even the smallest of things. Back in Greenhaven, Ethan resumed his work as a botanist, but with a renewed purpose. He dedicated himself to spreading the whispers of the wisdom tree to others, ensuring that its knowledge lived on. He held gatherings in the village square, where he shared stories and insights from his journey. People listened with rapt attention, their hearts open to the wisdom that flowed from Ethan's words. They began to see nature not as something separate from themselves, but as an integral part of their being. The village flourished under this newfound understanding, its gardens blooming with vibrant colors and its people living in harmony with the natural rhythms of life. Greenhaven became a haven of wisdom and tranquility, a place where the whispers of the forest were embraced and celebrated. And so, the legend of the wisdom tree lived on, not just in the ancient forest, but in the hearts and minds of the villagers of Greenhaven. They had found their own paths to wisdom, guided by the enchanting whispers of nature and the transformative journey of Ethan Blackwood.